Well, hey, this is Rosa RCG Creations. How you doing? I'm just checking to make sure that the video is recording. I got a little craft haul. This one is from Deb's Deals. I like to order her. She's on Facebook. And here's her card with her information. I want to move it kind of slow, but I'm kind of angled because I'm not for sure if you're going to get the glare. So I want to angle a little bit and stay a little bit slow just so you can read everything. But check her out on Facebook. Or send me a comment if you don't get to see that if the glare is on there. But here, this is called the Deco Art Americana Dora Clear Glass Varnish. I don't know how to use it, but I want to do this one project. And you need some kind of a varnish. So I got this, but I'm not for sure how to use it, but I'll find out and I'll learn. And now, of course, this will be on a video. And then here is some projects that I have the dies that I ordered. So this is the Coconut Crafts metal cutting die, and I don't think they put names on these things. Nope, they don't put a name on them. Okay, no name, no nothing. But there's the actual die. Let me get it out of here. And I went ahead and put this magnetic sheet in the background. Oh, this normally costs $10.99, but I didn't pay this much for it. And there's the actual die. It's all one solid piece. Okay. And I just put the magnet on the back end just to protect it because I have a big stash. I have a lot of stuff, and I'm learning to keep my original packaging with my paper on here. So if I decide to sell this, I can go ahead and just sell it to someone just the way it is, and I don't have to worry about it because I'm starting to get a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I'm not using, so I'm thinking of doing some reselling just to get it off my get it out of my stash and put some new stuff that comes in. But anyway, here's the actual die. Oh, let me show. I gotta show you this because this goes with it too. And this was a stencil from this is from Cartabella Designer 6x6 stencil, and this one's called Butterfly Garden Stencil. And there's the information for those who want to check out their website. But you can also go into Jen's site. She has a budget store, okay, and she may already have this in her store that you can go ahead and purchase. Okay, so they're all different sizes of butterflies. Okay, and this is the stencil. But here is a completed card that I used already. And so I stenciled the background. And of course, because it is 6x6, and I went ahead and used this this is a pre-made card base and envelope, because I'm trying to use everything that's in my stash. So of course I had to stencil it, and then I had to move it over so I got the whole page. And apologize, I just noticed I was off a little bit. I didn't go all the way over like I should have. And then I just got a little sticker, and then I made this into a shaker card. I got another little sticker here. And this is one of those like bubbles. Looks like it's a bubble item. And then I put some little baby seed beads here on the center because I wanted to make it look like it was a sunflower. And then I just inked with my blending brushes to color this, and I cut the frame out, and this is right here. This is a sticker right here. It says smell the flowers, happy spring, oh happy day. And then I went ahead and turned it into a shaker card, and then here is my inside message, and that's just a set of stickers that I had in my stash. And there's that. But I used these two products to make this one card. Get this out of the way here. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this does come, let me show you. This comes with a 2 border here. And let me show you again. See how it's two different borders? But I went ahead and cut it out that way. And then when I went to go ink it, because my ink was wet, and I went to pull it when I was putting my adhesive to put on for the shaker card, it fell apart. And you can see here's the green where I had already inked it, but the whole thing fell apart, so that's That's all I have left. So I went ahead, this is all I have left right here is these little pieces. So to save my project, because I didn't want to start all over because I already finished everything, I was just getting ready to put it on to make it into a shaker card. I went ahead and just trimmed the excess. So you don't really notice that it's missing the second border. But definitely I need to pay more attention to make sure that it's totally dry before I do anything or move it. I was rushing it a little too much. There's the inside message. So there's that card. This one here is another Coconut Crafts metal cutting die. There's no price on there, but I thought this was pretty because you get this little flower and you get this little leaf, and then you get this extra little stem with a little flower to it. I left it alone. I didn't even cut it out because I just didn't need to. And let me show you what I created with this one. This one, there's my project. So there's my little die. And what I did is I put some vellum on the background. I cut this out of vellum, and then this is some green vellum behind it, and then I inked this with my alcohol markers, my Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. And then here's the two little stems. I went ahead and cut out two of them. Okay, and then I embossed with a gold embossing powder the outside trim, and then I used my Nauvoo drops to make the little accent pieces right here. And then this is just a piece of 6x6 paper that I had in my stash. And since this was already green vellum for the leaf, and I used green on the little stems here for the flowers just to kind of bring out some color to take away from all the purple, I went ahead and made a message here of memories out of the vellum, and I just glued it onto this cardstock. But I cut this out around this little thing because I wanted something different, not the whole thing. And then I inked the whole background with my Dewdrop ink, my Brilliance inks, and I did the background here. And then this is my inside message, and I stamped with these little butterflies. But look what I did, I double imposed the butterflies so they kind of look like they're moving. Isn't that neat? I did that on purpose. But isn't that pretty? And then so here's one without it, and here's the two with it to give it a different effect. And then there's the little message, and then of course I stamped the back. And this is just a regular A2 size card, and here's its memories, but this is a sympathy card. Sadly, I don't have to make any, but I'm getting myself ready to give a variety of cards over as Christmas gifts. Oh, I thought this was going to be fun, fun, fun. This one is Jenna Marie Designs. It normally sells $12, but I know I didn't pay $12 for it, and that's all there is. But this is one solid piece. It says, "Happy Birthday." And I use the positive and the negative. And this is just an envelope. And this is just an envelope. But look, positive and the positive and the negative. I made them both into shaker cards. This is one solid piece that I attach with white trim to offset the pieces here. I was off a little bit here, but oh well, you know what, it happens. And then I just glued the whole thing onto the base card, and then there was my message. And the background is just, all this is clear plastic from my packaging. This packaging stuff here that I saved these, and that's what I used to make all my shaker cards. Okay, come on. There's this little plastic stuff here. I save those. And I have a whole bunch of them, but once I get full, I throw them away until I need more, and then I get more. Excuse me, sorry about that. But of course, you can also use your acetate if you have your acetate to make it the background. But I wanted to show you something. Since I did this, I inked this in red, and I have red, white, and blue beads on the inside, and I have this white trim, and I have the blue card. I left the inside of the letters white so I can see how it stands out, red, white, and blue. And I did that on purpose because I could have inked the inside so it'll be all red, but I wanted to go have the same red, white, and blue throughout the whole card. And I did put a little too much of my embossing powder on the inside. I like to use the embossing powder on the inside. Excuse me, sorry about that. On the inside, so my beads don't stick to the inside of the double-sided adhesive. And here, and this is just a regular store-bought envelope. So here's the same thing, and then what I used were these, they're called thickers, and who makes them? American Crafts. And you get these set of these rulers, and they're all different shapes, so that way you can line up and make your lettering do different things. Let me see if I can get this out. That way you can see it better. Now, I've had this for quite some time, several number of years in my stash here. But here's the packaging, and so you can do this on 12 by 12 pages. You can do it on cards. And you see all that? You can make all kinds of things with it, because these are just ruler guides, okay? And you can actually do all the measuring and everything else on there. You get all these in that one kit. So you get all these shapes. And so I use this small one. Where's my little small ruler? I just have my little small, oh, here it is. Here's my little small ruler. You get all this. I use this to shape, and you could do this side or use this side. It doesn't really matter. Turn it any way you want to. It's for your project. You do how you want to do it. But that's how I got all this fancy curly cues, and it's not the same old traditional, because you get to do that with the negative pieces that come out of the solid piece of the die cut. So you get 2 looks for the price of 1. And there's, of course, all kinds of other things that you can do with this. This was just something different and a different idea. And then here is my flag. I already showed this on another video, but here's the actual video. This came in the same haul. This is a Gina Marie design, another one. Doesn't say anything else on there, just Gina Marie. And here's the actual die. This is a cutout that I had left over. So let me put this back in here. Put that in here, and then here are the 2 of the dies, the cards that I already had made. This one is, I did one white border for the whole thing. So here's a white border, and then I did red, I laid a piece of white on top of the die first. Then I laid a piece of red on top of the die, and then I cut out a little blue square right in here to cut out the blue for the blue stars. And so I got all 3 in them because I have my Gemini. I was able to put all 3 at the same time through my machine, and it cut them all out really great. Nope, I didn't do anything with it. Then I just poked out the little stars, and then I just inserted some white from my white piece of paper that I had all the way around it. The white stars, I put them on the inside there, just to have a little bit of color on them. This is just another die that I had. I'll go ahead and put a link on my other video that I did show this in, so you can see where this die came from. And so I just, this card, and then that's my message on there. And then this other card is the same, basically the same thing. I just, since I did, like I said, I used white, red, and blue. So here's my red and my white negative, the opposite ends of here on this one. And then this one's all red because I already used the blue one here. And then here's the border that cut out separately, because this cuts it out, the little square. So you have that over there. So I wanted to use everything. And so I've used, of all 3 pieces, red, white, and blue, all that I had left that I didn't do anything with was this little white piece right here. So that's a good way to save and stretch out your product. Okay. So there's those 2. And then here is another one, Coconut Crafts. And this is a little cross, but Isn't that the prettiest little background? I just love that background. And what I did on this first card is, that's just another store-bought envelope, is I went ahead and cut out the whole die, and I inked it with my Spectrum Noir sparkle pens. Just the lace of the die. It's just plain white cardstock is all it is. And then look at the shimmer. Hope you can see the shimmer there. And then I just had these in my stash. These are just little embellishments. They're not beads or nothing, but they're just embellishments. These are also I got from Jen Evers on Quality Crafts on her garage sale, or craft sales. And then I just had these flowers. I just had these in a package in my stash. And then to add color, I added this. This is lace trim on all four sides. As you can see right here, I didn't glue it down very well. But all this is just lace. Lace ribbon is all it is. Because I want it to be sparkly. And I wanted it to be a plain white card without being plain white. And you can see, here's the lace. Here's the plain white cardstock. And then here's my die cut. But isn't that pretty? And on the inside, there's my little message. And this is another sympathy message. And I like this message. It says, words, however kind, can't mend your heartache. We share your grief and wish you comfort and peace. If I remember, I'll put the link of the cards that I used for this phrase. So if anybody wants it, they can order the copy of that themselves. But anyway, and then I just keep these in my little pockets. So that way, if I decide I need to sell this because I'm just not using it very much, then I know I know where I can go with that. And then there's that. And then here is the same take with the negative parts of the die here. So here's your die. You got your cross. There's my cross. Then you got these little accent pieces. There's supposed to be 6, but I don't know where mine went. One of them got lost, so I just ended up using 4. And I threw the other one away because it's like I didn't go nowhere. I cut them. I had them here on my desk. I was putting everything together, and I go, where's my 5th one? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I go, I couldn't find it nowhere. I don't know where it went. It's probably caught somewhere attached to something, you know. All these crafters, all we crafters here know that it was just here. Now it's gone. And then I just used some vellum. And then I inked that with another message. And then that's the message here. It says, may the passage of time make the cherished memories stronger and lessen the pain of your loss. And then there's just prayers for you. Here's another sympathy card. But this is the actual cardstock. I did it on the gray card base. And this is some paper that I have in my stash. When I go to my crops and stuff, people are always getting rid of stuff in paper. So because it's free, I pick some up. So this is just in my stash. They have different colors. I had some green, orange, yellow, lime green, different colors. But I just like the texture of it. It reminded me of an old wood church that has the crosses on it. And so that's where I made this out of. And since it's kind of a blue tint here, that's why I went ahead and used the blue vellum for my message right there. I wanted it to be simple, but not overly dramatic, because it is a sympathy card. I haven't got an envelope yet because of this size. I don't have any already pre-made. I have to make my own envelope, so I'll have that made on that one. Okay, and hide my address. That is my craft haul for this video. And I thank you so much for watching. We catch you in the next one. You have a great day. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Take care now. Bye-bye.